Let me say something that might offend you a little. Most people are not stuck. They are average by choice. Not because they are not talented, not because they don't have potential, but because they think like average people. Stay with me. Until your mindset shifts, your results won't. Today, I want to show you the exact mindset difference between average and exceptional people and how you can apply that to your life immediately. Average mindset says, I will do it when I feel ready. I will do it tomorrow. Let me rest today, or I will do it next week. Exceptional mindset says, this is uncomfortable, fine, but if it stretches me, I will be fine. I will get my result. I will have growth. Every day, ask yourself, what am I avoiding because it is uncomfortable? That particular thing is your growth door. Average settles on comfortability, your comfort zone, the things you get cheap, no struggle, no too much effort. You don't want to stress yourself too much. You don't want to drag yourself. You don't want all this drama. That is an average mindset. Average mindset wants you to settle. Average mindset wants you to says, please allow me. Let me just enjoy this job. Let me just enjoy this marriage. Let me just enjoy this relationship. Even though it is not the best, even though it is not what I envision, even though I could get it better out there. But then again, let me just settle now. That is average. Average makes you settle for less and not trying to achieve that high goal that you have set for yourself. So here is the point. See that particular thing that stretches you, that makes you uncomfortable, that is not your comfort zone. I want you to take up the act of doing it now. Have that hard conversation in that relationship. Have it now. Don't say, oh, let me just enjoy the moment. Let me just enjoy what I'm having now. At least I have it. Average always has this backup speech like, at least it is here. At least I can settle for this. At least this is what I have now. At least this is what is available. At least this is the job available right now. At least this is the only man available in my life right now. At least, I can manage this. That is what average mindset gives you. But I challenge you today. Take up that task. Send that email. Apply for that job. Go for that skill. Do that particular thing that always makes you stretched, that always sets you on a discomfort zone. I want you to do it now and do it afraid. Even that content that you've always been wanting to post, I want you to do that content. Post it now. Do that particular thing that you always wanted to do, but you are afraid because it is difficult, or it seems so hard, or it seems so discomforting. I want you to do it now. Average people think short term. Exceptional people think long term. An average person wants to make it quick. An average person wants to hammer fast. Want to get it, get this money fast. I want to go viral immediately. I want to hammer immediately. I want to be known. I want to get this thing quickly. An exceptional person wants to study it for a long time. He asks himself, who am I becoming in next 5 years? Who am I becoming in next 10 years? And how am I going to become that person? Before every major decision, ask yourself, is this thing moving me towards what I want to be? Or is it drawing me away from what I'm going to be? That single filter will change your trajectory. I had to confront this myself, There was a particular time where I always take up things, anything, maybe because it gives me quick results at that moment. But on a long run, I identify that this particular thing don't always add up or, improve to what I'm going to be or what I'm becoming. So when immediately I realized that, boom, that was my mindset shift. I stopped taking in anything, even when it is profitable at that moment. For the fact it is not directing me or leading me to the person I want to be, I don't take it. Even if it looks very good at the moment. So think about it. What is that particular thing, that always draw you. It could be a job, but it doesn't fit into who you are becoming. It doesn't fit into a particular person you've been training yourself to become. You might want to think about it and make a change. So you don't take anything. It becomes a filter. Your mindset begins to change. So you don't take anything again because you have somewhere you are going. You're an exceptional person. So you don't take anything. In fact, if this job doesn't pay you exactly this because you know the value you're adding, you can't take that job. You set a standard. I know some people that, you can't call them to anchor on a conference with anything less than $1 million naira. For how many hours? They don't care. It is a price tag they have placed on themselves. If you can afford it, if you're not ready, please don't call them. Don't come to their DM, and that's period. Don't come to their DM. Now, what is the difference between an average person, who can take up any job at any amount, with someone who has placed that price tag on him or herself? Is what? Value, self-worth. What are you worth? So ask yourself, what are you worth? Are you worth $10,000? If you want it, baby, you carry yourself like you want it. Do you want $10 billion? Do you worth 10 billion naira? Whatever you worth, that is how you're going to carry yourself. That is the response you give to people. And that is the impulse they receive whenever they remember you, they mention your name. Any place they mention your name, that is the first impulse. Oh, this is this person's worth. Oh, you can talk to that person that way. Oh, you can invite that person and treat the person like this. Oh, you can get that person on this program and pay this amount. You can employ this person for this small money. He's not going to look at you because of what? One, your value. Two, the self-worth. That is the price tag you've placed on yourself. And three, and how you carry yourself. Body courage. Does the final, it's like the painting on a wall. See, body courage, that's what you show. Yeah, because of what? You have known your value, you've known your work, and people can literally see that you can, deliver on those values. So when they see you walk down on some amount of money that any other person could have taken, this particular one, he can't take that nonsense. He can settle for less, and we have to upgrade. The reason why they can bring two people to do a particular job, same job, and one person can accept a little amount of money and the other person cannot accept. And let me paint the scenario again for you. Imagine person A and Mr. B. Mr. A and Mr. B, go for an interview in an oil company, for instance. And after the interview, Mr. A is an average man, so he agrees to a pay of $10,000. Mr. B is an exceptional man. He refuses to receive $10,000. Both of them are going to, deliver the same or deliver on that same job. At the end of the interview, the company decided to employ Mr. B. And you're asking yourself, I did well on the interview. In fact, the money I told them to pay me, it isn't even much. Why didn't they take me? Why take this other person that gave them high price? Come on, my brother. The thing is, Mr. B is able to put the company or the employer on a suspense on what he can be able to do for them by the price he placed for himself. So if he says to the employer, you're going to pay me $20,000 or you're going to pay me 10 million naira, for instance, and that is the least I can take for doing this job, but I guarantee you that at the end of this job, you'll be glad you paid me that. In fact, you would even add up to the amount you paid me. And you've asked them to maybe pay you $1 million naira. If I am the employer, you appear to be cheap, and I want this contract exceptional. If I go with you and this contract flops, I'm going to regret not taking this man. So why don't we take this man? I think he has a lot to give us. For that amount of money, he can't fail on this contract. That is the price tag. That is the self-worth. The person is bringing. And then finally, when he employed that Mr. B, who is an exceptional man, he begins to deliver the value. And every demand he makes, see, for me to deliver on this contract, I'll be needing this, I'll be needing that. I say, hey, please provide him everything that he needs. And at the end of the day, he gets the job done excellently well. Tell me why, as an employer, I am not going to recommend this person. He has the value, he has a self-worth, and the way he carries himself. So don't be always quick to cut your price short. Don't be always quick to place yourself on a lower trail. If you know who you are and what you carry and what you can deliver very, very well, then don't cut your price short, my darling. Act like one. Think like one. Don't settle for less. If we can have that difficult situation, please, you might want to... Shh. I mean, there's no door here, but you might want to check out. Please, check out. Thank you very much. So you see, having the mindset of an exceptional person, it makes you a person of high value, of high standard. You don't take anything. And lastly, an exceptional person don't allow his or her boundaries to be broken, to be jeopardized. You stand on what you believe, on your standard. You don't negotiate your standard. You don't negotiate on your values. Your values are non-negotiable. If your values aren't matching with mine in a relationship, I'm sorry, brother. What are we doing? You don't negotiate your values. You don't lower your standard, keep lowering your standard because of somebody that will eventually lead you. You don't keep lowering your standard. First of all, this mindset is going to make you to start having low self-esteem. You begin to doubt yourself. The person you think you were, you begin to doubt whether you're actually the person. You begin to doubt whether you actually have that capability. The things you think you could do before, or the things you would actually do before, you begin to doubt yourself because you've cut yourself short. Please, as a child of God, stop cutting yourself short. Do you know who you are? You are a royal priesthood, an holy nation set on high. You go shine the light. You don't take anything. You go shine the light. Don't let the devil ever tell you that you are less. Don't let the devil tell you that the economy is so hard. This is the finest. The least is the finest. No, the least is not the finest. The least is not the finest. Okay? So if this spoke to you, you might want to follow us. This is the Becoming Nation, a community of people who are growing to becoming all that God has called them to be. If you want to be a member of the Becoming Nation, please drop it on the comment section down below and a representative will reach out to you. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share to your friend. Anyone who you think that needs to hear this, that needs to elevate on how you carry yourself and how you think, you might want to share this to that person. All right? Until we see you the next time. Ciao.